get your pieces someday. Well, hello there, and welcome back to another episode. I guess today we finally get to complete the Armadillo. Shh! Aren't we just so excited? I am so excited. Poor little Armadillo over here. He doesn't have an armadillo. We're super excited to complete this today. I think this is going to be one of my more favorite Build-A-Figures of this year. I'm working on a top 10 video, so I have a feeling that Armadillo is going to make it on there. So keep watching, stay tuned. But super excited about this run. If you have not seen the movie, I will be talking about this just a little bit. So spoiler warning, you've been warned. But let's get into this, shall we? So here we have J. Jonah Jameson, the figure we were all wanting this year, right? Not. But you have to get him to get this other arm. I was very excited to see him in the new Spider-Man movie. We already got a little teaser from Far From Home that he was going to show up, but it was cool to see him. There's a lot of potential, you know, in the comics where they had the Spider Slayers or whatever they were. J. Jonah Jameson's always been a real antagonist, I think is the right word. He's always been kind of a like lower level villain, but he just hates Spider-Man. It's cool to work with, so I was happy to see him. I also I did get to see this actor from afar when I was in England. I was in London, England, and we saw him at a burger place, but I didn't go up to him. I regret it now, but I should have got his autograph or something, but the past is the past, right? Am I right? So this is J. Jonah Jameson. He's got all of his very disappointed fingers and hands in there. And it says, behind the anchor desk on the Daily Bugle website, Jameson does everything he can to sling mud at his greatest adversary, Spider-Man. So, not really much else to this. I mean, he's going to be cool to have, but no. Yeah, let's just get him open. So here we have J. Jonah Jameson. So I'm actually not too disappointed with him. He does have a lot of potential if you are looking to trade out like the heads for some other person that has a suit or something like that. It's actually a great base. I don't know, he's very like, he's a well-made figure. The molds for his hands and stuff, he's got a little wedding ring there, cool little detail. His shoes are pretty nice, but really it's just kind of a basic figure. It's just J. Jonah Jameson. If you're a completionist, like I've said before, something you gotta get, you know. But if not, you go spend $12 or whatever the heathens on eBay are selling this little arm for, because they know no one wants this figure. I'm not gonna say no one wants it. I like it. I'm happy to have it. You know, he's a big Spider-Man character, but I do think it would have been nice to have the pinless. I know I'm just kind of nagging a bit, but overall, like the hands, they're pretty detailed. Like I'm not disappointed with the quality of this figure, but if he didn't have this, I probably wouldn't have bought him. You know what I mean? But next. All right, so here we have Doctor Strange from Spider-Man No Way Home. I have gotten a few Doctor Strange figures. We all have recently. A lot of MCU. We got that classic one that still hasn't come out yet. The classic Doctor Strange where he's got the blue mask and stuff. That one's really cool. We've gotten a lot of Doctor Stranges. To be honest, I think that the What If Superior Strange was the best one. The cape was really cool, the effect that it had on it. As long as the paint wasn't messed up, it was a really, really good figure, kind of hard to beat. Also, I don't know, with these like head sculpts and stuff, like these are pretty accurate. Like these look like the characters, but if they mess up even a little bit, it kind of just, I don't know, for me it really kills it. So these MCU characters, I feel like it's just harder for them to make. The What If series, it was animated, super easy features. You just got to make it look like the cartoon, and I feel like they nailed it. Those figures are amazing. That Doctor Strange was really, really nice. This one, though, I think has the Eye of Agamotto, and I don't remember if the other one did or not, but he's got some bigger effects for his hands and stuff like that, which is really cool. And he comes with the armadillo's head. He was a big part in Spider-Man No Way Home. The whole multiverse stuff is gonna start getting crazy around here, but let's open this guy up. Okay, so here we have Doctor Strange. So this one's definitely different from the other ones. Comes with a lot of hands. He's got kind of like a stretched out type of hand, and then like little pinchy hands. I don't even know what he'd do with those. Then he's got these fancy hands, which have the little whatever light thingies, and they're pretty cool. They're textured, and they have a lot of detail on the inside. His cape is a lot different than the other ones. This one fits a little tighter than the Zombie Hunter Spider-Man. A lot different detail. I love how like each of these Doctor Stranges has like a totally different cape. Like they're trying out ideas or something. The figure though, he has pinless joints up here, pinless in his, or pinned in his knees and stuff like that. He's honestly a really good looking character, looks exactly like the actor. These are a little hard to put on, like you kind of gotta force him because it's touching just his fingertips, and so this whole space is like, you'll see on the close-up. But really cool figure. I like the way that they built this one, and the molds on it are pretty clean, at least on this one. A lot of detail, a lot of texturing on his robes and stuff like that. The eye, his necklace and stuff. I don't really like it when stuff is like real floppy, you know. It's just kind of, it's a little cheap, but I really do like this figure. Good quality, and just loving the armadillo head. Just loving it. I can't wait to get this thing put together. But yeah, let's on to the next. Alrighty. So here we have the black and gold suit from Spider-Man No Way Home. So there was some talk about this when it was released and stuff. Like they didn't know what it was, and you know, why is it black and gold? I thought it was cool looking. But everyone was noticing that his hands were red, and that in the trailer they were gold in the trailer. So again, this is just one of those things. Marvel doesn't like leaks coming out, so they give, you know, the people they're working with the least amount of information possible to get the job done. So it's not completely accurate. It still looks cool. It's like a Night Monkey suit, but all Spider-Man, black and gold, looking cool. But yeah, so this one, it says Spider-Man relies on his black and gold suit and abilities to defend against threats. Very vague. So if you've seen the movie, you know he gets like, because everyone knows that he's Spider-Man, people start really not liking him and kind of harassing him. And so they throw this stuff on his suit that stains it, so he turns it inside out. And that's the color of the suit inside out. So, I mean, it was a cool idea. And in the movie, you could see more of the tech stuff on his arm and how it's all set up there. But it's an inside out Spider-Man suit, which is kind of cool. But yeah, let's get this guy open. So, I think some of you will be pleased with this figure. I don't know if this is like what it's supposed to look like, but it feels very like unfinished. I mean, it's an inside out suit. I do like this one, and some of you will be happy with this because the web lines are put into the mold. They're not painted on, but they have the gold paint in them. The lines are painted, so it definitely does stand out. I have some messed up paint, especially on the face, and I guess it doesn't look too bad, but it's kind of noticeable, like it looks a bit muddy, and the red kind of throws this off because you're really paying attention to his hands. Also, he has these hands that are like this, and I have no idea what those are for, to hold something, but he doesn't have anything to hold. But I do like this figure. I'm being a little technical, you know, but he's still an MCU Spider-Man figure. He is not pinless, which I'm wondering why they're not just going pinless with everything, but that's okay. He is very interesting. I like the idea of the black and gold. I like the little details, but I felt it's a bit sloppy, to be honest. But I do enjoy that the webbing is part of the mold and it is colored in. His legs look awesome, but the further you go, the more it's messed up for mine. So the gold's like not in the part of the molded webbing, right? It's outside of the line and it kind of looks crappy. Really awesome to have this. I loved the movie so much, and I want to do a video on it. I've just been trying to be as respectful as possible. I know I could put spoiler warnings and don't watch this until you watch the movie, but I'm just trying my hardest not to spoil anything for anybody. But apparently the time has come to talk about this, and if you haven't seen it, snooze you lose, buddy. I want to do a video with my friends on it, so hopefully we'll get that up sometime soon. But it is such an epic movie. It is definitely worth watching, and if you haven't seen it, definitely try to go see it in theaters, because if you love Spider-Man, it's a must-see movie. They did an amazing job. No matter how awesome you think it is, they take that, chuck it, and then make it 10 times better. It's pretty awesome. I was very impressed with it. William Dafoe was the man. But anyways, from the movie, I think they could have done a little bit better on the paint application, but this could be just my figure. So the Force. But yeah, again, happy to have it in my collection. But let's put this Build-A-Figure together. Wow. So whoever is on the Marvel Legends team at Hasbro, well done. You guys have been killing it on the Build-A-Figures. I mean, I didn't even know I needed this as bad as I do. This thing is clean. Like, I haven't gotten a Build-A-Figure piece yet that's been messed up, or like the paint hasn't been just spot on. And honestly, that's what kind of drew me to these, is that I think I got like a Mr. Hyde head. I still haven't finished that one, but the paint on the Mr. Hyde head was nuts. Like, you could see like the difference, like the pink in his eye to the white, and everything was just so clean. And even on here, on his face, his eyes, there is no paint over the lines, the pink of his gums. I mean, the detail on this thing is awesome. Even like to his nasty nails. His nails like are all like kind of chipped and weird, and they're not all the same. And his gigantic toenails, like, this dude looks like an armadillo, obviously, but oh my goodness, like, they are just killing it. This is definitely one of my favorite figures. I knew he was gonna make it up there. Just the whole look of him, you kind of gotta have him in hand. He's pretty heavy, and just the way that his armor goes, oh, it looks really, really cool. I am very happy with this. So let's get a close-up of these guys, shall we? if you like this, if you like the Spider-Man movie, give us a like. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, because we've got that giveaway going on. So if you want to be entered to win that, we're going to give that stuff away at 100 subscribers, so don't forget. And man, if you can get this or complete this, he's definitely worth it. He is very cool in hand. But remember to be legendary, my friends, and we will see you in the next video.